Les from Delta, and we are talking today about how to install the multi-sample carousel in the Rigaku NEX QC and QC Plus. I'm going to be using the 45 millimeter one because that's what I've got. Process is the same for the 32. Take any sample cups out of it if you've stored them that way like we do, and make sure that you've got new film here over your tube end detector. If you don't know how to change that, check out the other video and you'll see how to do that. So to put this in, you want to line up this notch right here with this bump here. That makes sure that the wheel will actually turn with the motor, and you can feel it set in. If you're out, it'll obviously be at a weird angle, and just gently turn and it'll drop in. Turn this guy down, just hand tight, doesn't need to be crazy. And now it's in. That's all you got to do as far as the machine goes. Now we're going to talk about how to turn this on in the software and actually have it work in your application. As you can see, I'm going to be working off of a laptop. That's just how our demo unit is set up. This is exactly the same as you will see on the touchscreen application. You can see we are in the main application selection page. If we go one over to the left, it brings us to the utilities. And what we want to do now is select tray. And we have none, which is obviously not any kind of sample tray. 32 is the 6 position, and then 40 is the 5 position. So I'm going to select 40. And it's going to run through and test, as you can hear. As long as it's done all of that, you will know that everything's working perfectly. Now, if you want to change that in your application, you're going to want to select your application. You're going to get an alert that says this application does not use a sample tray. Remove the sample tray before measuring. And that just means that this is set up for none. It's a really nice feature because when you do this, you do have to recalibrate based upon the slight difference in measurement distance. So all we need to do is go into Application Builder. Now we're going to select Conditions, and where it says Sample Path Settings, we're going to click that. And does it use the sample spinner? No. It uses the sample tray, yes. If we were using any kind of film on, say, a solution cup, we would also select that here. That's purge would then be if you were using helium. If you're not sure on these two, you're probably not using them. Now we'll hit done. At this point, in theory, you could just go and take measurements. Your results will be okay, but you would be better off remeasuring your standards. And to do that, you would go. So at this point, we would want to recalibrate. And to do that, we're going to go to Standards. And on our standards, we would click where it says Measured Yes. We're going to delete the existing spectrum. And we would go through and do that for all of the standards for this particular application. If you're going to be jumping back and forth between having a sample tray and not having a sample tray, I might also recommend having 2 separate applications for that. But once all of our measured standards say no, we will go down to Measure, and we're going to click Load, and it's going to tell us which position to put each of our standards in. We'll do that, hit start, and we'll cycle through and then repeat for any other samples that we haven't done. If you want to check to see whether or not the spinner is installed correctly and working, say you put it in, turned it on, and it didn't spin, and now you want to check it, you can simply go into the hardware monitor, and where it says tray, you see these are kind of off. These lines are for your primary filters. These lines are for your sample tray. And you can click left and right to get it to just spin around. You can also have it do a home position. Or select specific positions to have it jump to. If for some strange reason you don't think it's going to a specific spot, it's a good way to check it. Les here, just wanted to thank you for stopping by. I know your time is really valuable, so I'm only going to take up a couple seconds of it. Just wanted you to know that there really are people here ready to help you. If you can't find what you're looking for here, you have the option of calling us, emailing us, or messaging us. Looking forward to hearing from you if you need any help.